Hello everyone, it's Tekno Buddy and here are the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games for June 2026, which are all dropping on June 16th. Today we're going to look at what's new, whether they're actually worth playing, and I'll tell you the platinum difficulty for every single game. But before we get into it, drop a like and let me know in the comments what game you're currently playing. Let's get into it. First up, we've got Final Fantasy 16 on PS5, and honestly, this is the biggest game in the entire lineup this month. This is a story-driven action RPG set in the fantasy world of Valisthea, where you play as Clive Rosfield and get pulled into an all-out war between powerful nations fighting over a dying resource. Review-wise, it scored an 87 on Metacritic, which is seriously impressive. A first playthrough will run you about 35 to 40 hours, and the platinum is actually pretty manageable, sitting at a 4 out of 10 difficulty and around 70 to 90 hours total. Now, if you have never touched a Final Fantasy game before in your life, this is genuinely one of the best places to start. The combat is fast, the story is cinematic, and it doesn't require any knowledge of previous games. Big win for PS Plus this month. Next up, we've got Sonic X Shadow Generations on PS4 and PS5. So this one combines a remastered version of Sonic Generations with a brand new campaign built entirely around Shadow. You get the classic side-scrolling stages mixed in with modern 3D levels. And it's one of those games that's just fun to pick up and play. It's sitting at an 80 on Metacritic. First playthrough takes about 12 to 15 hours. And the platinum is pretty easy, coming in at a 3 out of 10 and around 25 to 30 hours. If you want something lighter this month between the heavier games, this is a solid option. Then we've got Kingdom Come Deliverance on PS4 and PS5. Now this is a realistic medieval RPG that puts you in 15th century Bohemia, with no magic, no dragons, just brutal sword combat, political drama, and a massive open world. It looks genuinely good even by today's standards. Metacritic score sits at 76, and the main story will take you around 40 to 50 hours. But the platinum, this is where it gets serious. It's an 8 out of 10 difficulty and will take well over 100 hours. Not for the faint-hearted. That said, if you have been thinking about playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and never got around to the original, now is the perfect time. Next, we've got Life is Strange Double Exposure on PS5. So fan favorite Max Caulfield is back in this narrative-driven adventure where a murder sets off a chain of mystery across two parallel storylines that you switch between using your powers. It's sitting around 73 on Metacritic. First playthrough is about 12 to 15 hours and the platinum is very easy. A 2 out of 10 and about 20 hours if you're into story-driven chill games. This is definitely worth your time. And if you're already a Life is Strange fan, you've probably played it, but if not, this is a great reason to jump in. Then we've got Farming Simulator 25 on PS5, and yes, it is exactly what it sounds like. You build a farm, manage crops, buy licensed machinery, and slowly grow your operation into something massive. Never played it myself, but I can absolutely see how people lose hundreds of hours in this. It's at 77 on Metacritic. A typical run takes 30 to 50 hours, and the platinum is a 4 out of 10, taking about 60 to 80 hours. More about commitment than difficulty. If simulation games are your thing, this one is genuinely deep. After that, we've got Blades of Fire on PS5. This is an action RPG where you forge your own weapons and take them into combat against monsters and tough bosses. It reviewed around the mid-70s on Metacritic. First playthrough is 20 to 25 hours and the platinum is a 6 out of 10, taking about 40 to 60 hours. Honestly, this feels like one of those games that got overlooked at launch, so getting it on PS Plus is the perfect second chance for it. Worth trying. And then we've got Black Desert on PS5. This is a massive online RPG with one of the deepest character creators you will ever see in a game. It's got quests, combat, crafting, trading, and enough content to genuinely keep you busy for years if you want to go that deep. Sitting at 73 on Metacritic, reaching the endgame alone will take dozens of hours and the platinum is a serious grind. 150 hours and a 7 out of 10 difficulty. MMOs aren't for everyone, but if you've been looking for a huge online open world to get completely lost in, this could genuinely be it. And then something actually dropped today, which is the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection on PS4 and PS5. So this is Bungie's sci-fi looter shooter where you team up with other players, run missions and tackle raids. It's one of the most popular online shooters around and it's very fitting that we're getting it today because the final update for the game also went live earlier today. When I checked Steam earlier, it was sitting at 160,000 active players, and we're not just getting the base game here, we're getting the full Legacy Collection, which includes every major DLC released over the years. The final shape, Lightfall, The Witch Queen, the 30th anniversary pack and more. That is genuinely a lot of content for PS Plus subscribers. And finally, for the premium classic games this month, we've got Gitaroo Man. If you've never heard of it, don't worry, you're not alone. This originally released on the PS2 and it's a rhythm game where you match icons on screen to the beat of the music. It's giving me Parappa the Rapper meets Guitar Hero energy. You play as a kid who wields a Gitaroo, a legendary guitar that is apparently capable of saving the entire universe. Timed inputs, music tracks, and beating your opponent through the power of music. It looks genuinely cool, and I'm actually surprised I've never played this one before. If Sony adds trophy support, it should be pretty straightforward to platinum too. And that's all the PS Plus Extra and Premium games for June 2026. Honestly, not a bad month at all. Final Fantasy 16 alone makes this lineup worth it. But what do you think? Give this lineup a rating out of 10 in the comments, and I'll give you a thumbs up for making it to the end. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, subscribe, and follow me everywhere. Until next time, peace.